Look at this. There's nothing to fear about it. Because when you see it, you begin to fear. It doesn't work. Because if it works, we will not apprehend the man that is wearing it and the with a sighting binocular to get accurate in firing suspects. And these are mostly used by assassin, hire killer, and which is quite important. So, in conclusion, I want you to echo this to the world that I appreciated all officers and men of the command, from the Deputy Commissioner of Police Operation, Deputy Commissioner of Police Admin, Deputy Commissioner of Police CID, the squadron commanders, the AC ops, and all the DPOs, area commanders, and the tactical commanders, that their untimely efforts in ensuring that the speed, surprise, and silence of the operation of the command is being successful. So we thank you all and God bless you. But if you want to, one of the business models of this is Toyota Sienna. This is another Corolla. And this, I was told, goes into several millions of naira to be able to acquire it. 100 million. To acquire it. And this is equally a very important one. This is also another one. This one is recovered from fraudulent crime. This one was recovered from fraudulent crime, and we land it into hundreds of millions of naira, maybe about 2 to 3. This one too is several millions of naira. And these are also easily removed from where. Then we have the conflict. Yes, let's go now. I want to show you one that is very important there. Come and go with me. This one too is covered. This is also recovered. And if you look, this one was just recovered under 24 hours. This on the horse chased by our men on stop at search point. And this was recovered from the person that we have to thank you. So they will still carry the person. Person go in for small for these tips. How come that one never in me? Got to go to enter here. It's going to enter here. It's coming here. It's coming here now. There's a particular. You want to come into this one is also recovered from the robber that snatched it from the armed robber that snatched it. We have recovered. But of note, why I have to bring you here is that this vehicle you are seeing was stolen from abroad.
It's like serious.
Yes.
Where in particular?
We will tell you. This is stolen from abroad, and we learned it's more than 250 million. Yeah, it was stolen from abroad. And we are still going to call you back on this because we are still recovering them. And we learned one prominent musician. I don't want to mention him. Not. And where's the? Hello. Where's the? Where's Banty? We learned a celebrity. There are still others that we are still recovering. a celebrity was alleged to have bought one of the vehicles. So by the time we get the celebrity arrested, we equally make it known to members of the public. So we are recovering. Where is Bantu? I say there's a celebrity that bought one of them. The red color. Okay. So the celebrity that you know he has bought this kind of vehicle with red color, he should please, before we look for him, bring the vehicle forward so that we can commence investigation into this matter and make sure that justice is done in the case. So this is about 250 million, which is even going to buy a lot of they are equally part of the vehicle that drivers who are trusted to be in charge decided to take away from their owners. And some of them have been sold from where they are sold to, and some of them they are still in possession of them. Equally, we equally retrieve some of them from some of the hoodlums that are taking possession of them criminally from the criminals. And I want to make hope to let you know that this 36 is presented to you because of lack of space. We still have about 70 others that are immobile for one way or the other, that their cases are currently under investigation. So I hereby want to call on all negotiations and in the neighboring states whose their vehicle had been stolen either at one point or probably from their park or taken away by their drivers to come to the command headquarters for identification and collection. In addition to the recovery of the stolen vehicle, I wish to inform the public that the commander arrested a lot of cultists currently in the wake of the outcry in 2 days before now. More than 23 of these cultists were arrested. I'm equally going to display their weapons as we go further into the press brief. So I want to assure you all that Lagos State Police Command is not leaving any stone unturned to ensure that those crimes that cannot be prevented are promptly detected to serve as deterrent to the criminals, to ensure that they get it into their mind that Lagos State is not a place for them to stay. They either eradicate or feed them out and ensure that the full weight of the law is applied on them. Before I go further, I want to take time off. Can I have it? This is it. I think it's a manufacturing defect. I have only 5 fingers. I don't have 6. To let you know, this was recovered from armband. You can see this. It looks perfectly like a Beretta pistol, but it's a toy gun. And that is why we said if you fabricate any weapon, even if it is wood that you have, in form of a gun, a fire, and point it to the person of another person. And if you use it to take possession of any property in the possession of any other individual, it amounts to and we are going to prosecute you for such. No matter how highly placed, no matter the sentiment that you bring in, we surely prosecute you to bring you to justice. This is one of them. Look at it, it's perfectly like a Beretta. That is one. This has another one. This one even have an element of a little bit iron inside. This looks perfectly like an English Beretta. So I'm equally determined. They have been using this like 40s and end up getting down. So forth. It's possessed of their value property. So also this equally another term. This look more or less like the one we call the brownie pistol. The brownie pistol. And I want to underscore the fact that we have been able to fight the issue of cultism head on, and we are fighting to the barest minimum. As you speak, there's concern and we are addressing them, but it's not allowed. Cultism is not allowed in the state. Quite a number of suspects are arrested. And mind you, last my publication officer talked to the press about the arrest of Wasiu Akiwan, aka Olori Church. He's a police custody. He has admitted to us that he owns all the firearms, assorted firearms, including 5 AK-47s. Another would have been over for him. The investigation into his matter is being concluded and it's going to but we are going to make sure that any individual that have conspired with him in the perpetrated of several killings throughout the state are prosecuted and to ensure that justice is served. More than 10 families have come up to us and they have made statements to indicate that he was the one that killed their families. So that justice. Equally of important to note is that I've set up anti-cultist squad in all the area command, the 14 area command for the state, and they have taken a commence operation. They have been equipped by the Inspector General of Police and they have been making progress. I'm going to release the list of more than 50 cultists that when they start operation, they will be election and all of them will be prosecuted. We are not going to only prosecute them for belonging to cultism or belonging to unlawful association. We are going to prosecute them for the act of murder, the act of maiming, the act of acid, and the act of disturbing the peace and ensuring that people don't go peacefully. We are going to ensure that they have their day of and their and for this act. So if you permit me, after your question, I will go to and let you see fire and ammunition that we have recovered. As at now, and it is still counting, we have recovered well over 82 firearms, and mostly from these cultists. Because, like I told you earlier, violent crime in Lagos State has been fought to the barest minimum. We've not recorded any issue of armed robbery since I was in the state. And all the other disturbances caused by these cultists in some certain area, especially Muslim, had become a team of us. I came on board with the establishment of the Coast Strike Force. The Coast Strike Force team had been working, and the state government is assisting us in their form. So I equally want to take time Mr. Bonner for the confidence and the trust he has in the Lagos State Police to police Lagos and ensure maximum security in the state. The Coast Strike Force is not a rival to the RRS of the state. They are, in fact, to complement the RRS. They are deployed in an area where there are flashes of security issues, and they have been up and doing this work. We help them in Surulere for them to have access to the mainland freely, and equally have access to the island freely. And as I speak with you, they have grown from 50 to about 90, all by police outfit. They had to intervene, clear wherever there's any threat. Then the area commanders had to like I keep on saying, the situation we have in Yabate, where at any time there's going to be an examination in the school, the courts made it impossible for the examination to be held. This year, the examination was held peacefully because of the prompt deployment and the intervention of the Coast Strike Force team. So we thank Mr. Governor once again for doing this with us, and we above all thank the Inspector General of Police for giving us proper and prompt directive in most of the cases. So I want to end up by letting you know and public Lagos that Lagos is safe and secure. Everyone is encouraged to go about their lawful businesses and other activities without fear or apprehension. Where any infringement or where any threat or breach to security is noticed, we should promptly get against it. And I want to equally thank the people of Lagos State because of the fact that they are always promptly reaching out to our control rooms promptly. And it reduced the issue of calling the Commissioner of Police directly. Because by the time you call me, before you get to the control room, before you get to the center, it takes more time. So we thank them for properly calling all our control rooms and we are responding promptly. And I equally make bold to say that our response to distress across the state is around 5 minutes now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
We are fully prepared. We have been meeting severally with the Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission, and we have fine-tuned all the arrangements to ensure that we have a peaceful and free and fair local government election throughout the 20 local government area and the 37 FC. As I speak with you, the operation order is out, deployment of our personnel are equally out. And outside that, the Inspector General of Police, IGP, and the MPM has approved additional deployment to us, which I will tell you about, very significant, from all the states that are contiguous to Lagos State. I won't mention the number, but the approval is in thousands. And they didn't equally give us only the personnel, they gave us all the equipment that we needed, including the anti-riot equipment. Though we don't have depth of the equipment, but this is just to add to what we have so that we can cover it. And equally, we brought all other security and safety agencies in the state on board. We had about 2 meetings in our office outside the meeting that we had with the state INEC, the state electoral commission. We had a series of meetings and we have detailed out all areas to cover. We have equally ensured that we have enough deployment. That's why we requested for additional manpower. And no doubt the Lagos State Police Command have the highest strength into thousands of police personnel. But we are not leaving anything to chance. And that is why we are bringing in police officers from other states to ensure that we have the required number as stipulated by the INEC guidelines for the posting and deployment during the election. So it is equally important for you to know that we have carried out all our threat assessments and know area where ECOPs or problems comes from, and they are equally being addressed. The Marine Police have been mobilized to ensure proper patrol of the waterline area. We have in Lagos, we have waterline areas that are urban, and we call it have waterline areas that are rural. So all these major areas are properly taken care of. So Lagosian, the electorate, are quite familiar that we have over 6 million, above 6 million people in Lagos electorate that have collected their PVs. And all of them are encouraged to come out and vote massively for candidates of their choice. So far, our plan was in 3 stages. The plan that we put in place before the election, the security arrangement calling for the election proper, and the security arrangement for aftermath of the election. Because mostly, there may not be problem during the electioneering itself. It may be problem before. And as we speak, all the political parties, 15 of them that are contesting in this election, are already on the field campaigning and rowing in their supporter on the need to come and support the various parties. So everything is going well. So we equally ensure that after much of the election, there's going to be celebrations and there's going to be over-dramatization of either celebration or loss. So we are equally prepared for that. And that is why our deployment is going to cover a whole week of the election. So that everybody by Monday after the election can vote out their official vote, official. Even in fact from Sunday, to make it very clear, if there is going to be restriction of movement, we are equally going to let members of the public be aware of time. But as I speak, we are going to have a meeting tomorrow, another meeting next tomorrow. So the election will be taken if there's going to be a restriction of movement in certain area. So we are going to go for the election, and we are very bold to let you know that the Inspector of Police and the have provided all the necessity, everything that we need
from manpower to logistics to everything we need to ensure that we police the election properly. This is what we have been doing over there, and it shouldn't be a surprise to us. Though it is equally of note that the local government election is the most contentious election, because this is the election of grassroots. But so far so good, no any single flash of any untoward incident has occurred as the campaign is going ahead. And we encourage the players, the stakeholders, and others who are participating in the election to play the game according to you and to ensure that we are here to secure them. Finally, all the other agencies that are not federal government agencies that are participating in the national election will not be allowed to participate in the security of this election. So we want you to get it across to them that the police and other security and safety agencies under what we call the Interagency Consultative Committee on Election Security are strictly those that will provide security for the election. So any quasi locality security organizations should know that they shouldn't come out on the day of the election. If they have any concern, they should send it to us. Then additionally, our control room is going to be operational, and the control room is going to be hub and command headquarters here, where the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operation will be fully in charge of the control. All the representatives of all other agencies, including the military, will be in that control room, so that if there's any issue of concern, anything, we are going to meet with people and not affect from the election. We equally have the trust and confidence in the state independent electoral committee, because we have met them separately, and their own concern is also to ensure that we are on the same page to provide adequate security before, during, after.
Thank you, sir.
Forces that are under the investigation that is being. You can see these are implements of breaking. These are implements of breaking into people's houses. And we want you to go further to secure your premises. There are even some other implements that they've not brought, where people use charge of vehicle